Hello and welcome back to PodSaw episode 4!
God, that was loud.
Yeah. What are you shouting at?
I'm not.
Because it's exciting.
It's exciting, we're back again. Another
I'm
Sunday.
not shouting at them.
Podcast Sunday.
Okay. Podcast Sunday. PodSaw. It's got a billion different names. We're discussing this time, Rhys.
Video games. 2.
Again.
Always video.
We got plenty of video games. We like playing games.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we
I
do.
like playing games as well.
That
I already
explains
knew what
our
we
slightly
were
broken
talking
statues.
about, if I'm being honest with you. Should we
In
just
fact,
get going?
In fact, we're playing a video game while talking about video games.
Video
I know,
games.
it's amazing.
Video game section.
I'm just going to start.
Fan Spyro.
He's had enough. He's had enough.
Well, while you're there, Nick, then and since I know what you're doing, you can start off.
Fan Spyro. I found
okay.
more Spyro.
I've chosen Skullgirls. So, it's a game by Lab Zero.
Spyro.
Are we talking about what are we talking about?
No, I just keep finding Spyro pieces.
Just trying to annoy me.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, he's doing a very good job.
I'm working as well.
Yeah, congratulations. Skullgirls is a fighting game. I'm a big fan of the fighting game genre. It was made by an indie developer, and it's just incredibly well done. Fighting games are incredibly hard to make because they have to be very well balanced for it to be fun for people to play.
I mean, come on now. That's a little bit of a lie.
What?
The fighting games have to be balanced.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
do.
little bit of a lie.
What fighting games aren't balanced? Which are good.
Tekken with King and his 10-hit combo.
What?
I mean, King's not even top tier if you actually know how to play the game.
He's definitely
Oh!
not top tier. He's definitely not top tier.
He's like top 10 probably, but he's not.
I mean, how big's the roster of Tekken? He probably is top tier in that case.
That's true. I know. Well, anyway, I was going to talk about Skullgirls. Skullgirls, super good animation, amazing. If you just watch some GIFs of it, you'll see what I mean. And really well made, really well balanced, super good team. Indie team making something that hard, amazing. All the artwork, just not even animation, just artwork on their own, just beautiful to look at. And it just kind of came out of nowhere, to be honest with you. At the moment, they're working on, I've forgotten what it's called, Indivisible or something. What is it? Sorry.
Indivisible, yeah.
Yeah,
Indivisible.
Indivisible.
Indivisible. Which is, I think you played the demo as well as me, Jazz Mondo?
Yeah, I have. It's their first attempt at an RPG out of doing their run of fighting games.
Yeah. Well, the run of fighting games is one fighting game, but
Serious.
is it? It's just one.
No, I'm pretty sure they did some more, didn't they?
Pretty sure they didn't.
Really?
Children.
Yeah.
I know one way to find out.
Hold on. Wait, what do you want to know?
Lab Zero. What games have they made?
Oh,
Lab
research is
Zero.
back. Oh, what we called him last time?
Fact checker.
Oh, that was it. Fact checker. He needs his own jingle. What he needs.
I do. You're
Well,
terrible.
you're the one who would have to edit that in.
They only list
That's never gonna get done.
Skullgirls. Shut up. They only list Skullgirls and Indivisible
Yeah.
as games.
Fair dues.
So Nick, well done. You won that argument.
Wouldn't say it's an argument.
I won that discussion.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's just amazing. My mains, I take Valentine, and then I mix it up. To be honest with you, it's reference heavy, I would say. So, like some of the first DLC was like Robot, one of the other characters, and that's a reference to in a different fighting game. Guilty Gear, one of the characters is called Robot KY, and he's just like. Originally, he was just like very similar, but a robot version, and then later on, he became his own character. And I don't know, it's just super fun to play as well. It just feels good to do combos. They added this system, which I don't know if it's in anything else, where it's trying to think how to describe it. There's effectively infinite combos in that game. But if you start doing an infinite and you start repeating moves, it allows the opponent to break out of them, which means that they can stop the infinite from happening and burst out.
Okay.
Oh, that's a button masher's worst nightmare.
It'd be hard to get an infinite if you're just button mashing, I would say. But I know what you mean. If all my talk of fighting games, this is more like a Marvel versus Capcom style, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 style. So
Yeah.
it's like, or 2. So super long combos, super, ridiculous amounts of damage if you know what you're doing. You can loop between 3 characters. It's interesting because in this game you can choose if you want 3, 2, or 1 characters as your team. And
Sure.
What are you doing?
if you choose 1, then they have a lot more health. And then if you choose 2 or 3, they have, I think it's progressively less, like more than less than half, if you know what I mean. But it's because you get your assists as a bonus.
Okay. Well, didn't you also tell me at one point that they had it's kind of like a noob system, like for anybody that hadn't even played fighting games before and they didn't know any of the terminology, and they'd like walk you through and say, you know this move.
Yeah. Best fighting game tutorial out of any fighting game to exist, I'm pretty sure. There are some other good ones, but this one is like, it explains terminology of stuff. So like, oh, you're playing as Felicia, she's a rushdown character, that means you should be trying to close it. It's like, oh wow, you know what I mean? You're playing as Peacock, she's a keep away character. It means you know what all these terms you've been hearing all this time actually are.
It makes a massive difference because I'm like a fighting game noob, even though I love Tekken. I'm not that big into the community, so I wouldn't ever have heard of any of those terminologies whatsoever. So when I actually first met you and we were talking about fighting games or whatever, and you were talking about all this kind of stuff, like Jimmy, he knew exactly what you were on about, and I'm just there going, I have absolutely no idea what you just said.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Fun facts: snakes, who are just the people I hang out with, we're called snakes ironically. We don't think we're an actual cool gang or anything. But snakes call this game Wab Girls because all the girls in it just have huge tits.
Well then.
Well, not wrong.
Yeah. I can talk about it more, but does someone want to take over and start talking about their thing?
I mean, can do if you want to.
Rhys, want to talk about yours?
Streets of Rage.
Well done.
That is the game.
The side-scrolling beat 'em up, which was just like the best Sega game ever.
To be fair, it is amazing. It is amazing.
I'm a really big fan, but best ever is one hell of a claim. Is all I'd say.
Best ever for Sega.
Yeah, still one hell of a claim.
Yeah.
Played a lot though.
I'm a fan of Golden Axe. I'm a fan of.
So I prefer Streets of Rage over Golden Axe personally.
So do I.
Yeah.
But...
He's trying to beat this.
It's just I know. Best. What about Altered Beast? That game you could turn into like a lion man.
No played it.
I've never played that game before.
You never played Altered Beast? Oh, okay.
I mean, I played like a really weird fighting game like when I first got the Mega Drive back when I was about like I don't know 6-7 years old,
Right.
or whatever, and I was called like Eternal Champion, and nobody has heard of that game.
I can't say that I've played it. I don't know if it sounds familiar because it sounds like a different game, but you know.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly. I don't think I've definitely never played it. I can tell you that for free.
Oh my giddy god.
Oh.
I just found Eternal Champions.
He's doing his research.
Just doing the fact checking to make sure it exists.
Fact check it.
Oh,
This is a real game.
fact checker.
Fact checker.
Yeah, it is a real game and it looks terrible.
It was terrible.
I don't think Jazz was claiming it was a good game.
Like,
I think
I
he
remember.
played it.
Yeah. I remember button bashing the hell out of that game and somehow being able to make one of the characters swing across the screen and doing like a kick, and I was like, I have no idea what I did, but
It was awesome.
it's how it's. I need to try and figure out how I'm gonna.
Jesus Christ, this is shit.
Let's try and figure out how the hell I'm gonna do that again.
God,
Sorry,
Yeah.
I've just seen the names of some of these characters. Blade.
oh, does he
Generic.
have a gun?
No, this is arguably hold on. This is arguably my favourite. Larson.
That's the dude.
Ex-cat burglar.
Yeah, that's the dude with the grapple.
Larson.
Yeah, it's
For fuck's sake.
it's terrible.
And Shadow for a ninja assassin. Like, come on, man. Trident for a sea person from Atlantis. Like,
That's a genius. That's
not
genius.
even trying.
What are you talking about?
No, I like the sound of it.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Why am I not surprised?
I found some moe, so I thought I'd bring that up to the top corner.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage 1, I probably played most out of all the beat 'em ups, I would say.
So much so that, in fact, that me and you can complete it in about half an hour, waiting for Jimmy to turn up.
Yeah.
What a surprise! We're waiting for.
We're
Jimmy
like, let's all meet up.
to turn up, and we can do something else in that time.
Yeah.
I don't even care that I'm firing shots now.
He'll never find out.
I don't think anyone was caring that you were firing some shots. But it means, I don't know, it's like, we're just like, oh, let's wait for Jim, and it's like, oh, we've just completed the entire of,
While we're waiting
Streets of Rage. Wow, that came out of nowhere.
True story.
But, is there a reason, a quick question to everyone. Who do you usually take in that game?
Oh,
I haven't played Streets of Rage in years, so I don't feel that I can answer that question.
I mean, there's 3 characters, Ed.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I will say again.
Rhys, who do you take
Alex.
most of the time?
Axel.
Axel, or whatever his name was. That was it.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough. He was usually my main unless it was already taken, and then I would take players.
I would, back in the day I took Adam a lot, but as time went on I just switched to taking Blaze all the time. Because I think she is the strongest. Like, you can complete the game quickest as her, at the very least.
I will just say that she is the only one that has her own Wikipedia article.
Serious?
Yep.
No, they must do. Come on.
She's best speed.
Nope.
Best speed
Adam
and
Hunter doesn't have one.
jump,
Axel
apparently.
Stone doesn't have one. Even the boss for that game doesn't have one.
Mr. Z?
Mr. X, you were
Mr.
close.
Oh,
X.
that's it, yeah. I remember fighting him, and when we were younger, we thought he was throwing cornflakes at us. Where it was his ammo casings. We just didn't understand how guns worked.
That's amazing. That's great. I can just imagine you guys go like, oh, I'm not hungry.
He's popping off like. No, I'm not going to say that.
Popping flakes off that. That's what that is.
Did you play much Streets of Rage 2 then, Rhys? Or was it just one you really
Just
played?
one.
Yeah, I got like we'd rent 2 from Blockbuster and stuff like that, but we never owned it. And I going back to it, I played it with my brother quite recently because we have that Mega Drive 40 game collection thing.
Yeah.
And I know, I feel like because they got rid of the police, which I loved, that nonsense police. On certain levels, it made no fucking sense. Like when you're up that elevator and you're throwing people off the elevator, and you call the police, and it like goes all the way down, and then a bit to the left, and shows them fire a rocket, and it goes all the way to the right, then all the way up, and then falls from above. You're like, what's going on?
Oh, that's how it works, isn't it? It's the only time that kind of thing will happen ever.
This is not supposed to be Rhys saying this.
That's fine.
It's fine. We can all talk
I'm
about
agreeing
it.
with them.
Just we're all talking about it. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, we're all talking about it now.
I think I'm not saying this is a shot, but I think we all know at this point that Rhys isn't the most talkative of the group.
Or strongest opinions. No, I got them.
Yeah,
You don't have opinions. You're not wired to have opinions.
No.
I didn't say that, but yeah. And then
It's right, I agree, it's fine.
That's- Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries.
I found a piece.
so if you've got some really strong opinions and you want to say something, and I'm taking away the limelight, feel free to jump in.
Indeed.
I'll take that as a no.
I just remember. I just remember like Sega being like the first game console that me and my brother played, and
Yeah, and me. And me
Yeah,
and my
it's-
sister were the same.
Yeah, me too. Me and my brothers.
Yeah, and
Yep.
Streets of Rage was like one of the games we'd always pick up first.
Good.
Ooh. Wait, what?
There's another game we used to play, but I keep forgetting the name of it.
Well,
What, for the
why
Force,
am I not
there you go.
surprised?
Hmm?
For the Mega Drive.
Yeah. I can't remember it.
The problem is there's
Is
that
that
many
what-
that
is that
we're all
what
just
we
sort of
waited
going.
for all that time?
I'll have to research it, but I can't remember.
So Rhys, have you done saying all that you need to say about Streets of Rage?
For now, have you got anything else? Any other strong opinions?
I mean, I don't really, because
I would say it's one of those things where it has a lot of things which really stick out in my memory growing up. So it was like the first game with like a boss rush at the end, and I loved that.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that while I do think it is a very good game, it wasn't a game that I enjoyed playing.
Exactly. Yeah.
No,
No.
we're playing.
Okay.
That's just my opinion of it.
What do you? Sorry, I was busy sorting out Jazz messing
Of
up
course
my
you were.
Oh,
Jasmine.
shut the hell up.
picture. What did you say? Sorry.
I said that while I agree it's a very good game, I didn't particularly enjoy playing it.
Oh, I loved it.
I love it.
Played it all the
I
time.
still love
Like the
it.
amount of times we would just complete it over and over again. Like me and my brothers. I would also say it's like one of the games where the soundtrack was just banging. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I have Streets of Rage music
Soundtrack.
in my car.
Yeah,
'cause
the
it's just
soundtrack was good.
sick. It's her arm, isn't it?
Could be. I'll take your word for it.
No.
That was a
So,
board in the office moment. That was where we sing.
Singing different songs, yeah. What's your favourite song from Streets of Rage?
Ah, man.
did it go like that? Did it?
I don't have another day.
Yeah, it went like that.
Names
Yeah,
of them.
it totally went like that. Probably,
liked the
probably
beach.
level 2. Yeah, the beach level.
That's level 3, isn't it?
Yeah, it's level 3.
Do we really need me to fact check?
No.
No, I'm
agree.
telling you.
Fact checker, check facts.
Where the fuck is this grenade launcher? Who's got it? It looks like something that Peacock would have, but I'm not seeing it.
Grenade
Yeah.
launcher. There it is.
There it is, boom, done.
It's just above Valentine.
Yeah.
I think it's Valentine's. Yeah, here. Yeah.
Can I just say quickly, just whilst I'm doing it, the reason I love Valentine as a character is she has one of the best Azuna drops in any fighting game. If you don't know what Azuna
That's
drop
not where I
is,
thought you were gonna go with that statement. But considering
she
the
can also
picture,
dress
when
up
you
as
wrapped it in
Shinobu from what's it called? No More Heroes.
Another favourite game of the times, I guess.
Yeah, I like No More Heroes a lot. But yeah, it's so good. She dumps him in a body bag, throws him up in the air, and grabs and goes down. It looks so sick. But then again, there's so many amazing things in that game, just animations.
I figured out there's a good game for a Sega Mega Drive.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, go on.
Gauntlet 4.
I didn't play
4.
Gauntlet 4, but I did later in my life, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Really enjoyed that as a kid. As also. I found it eventually.
You did.
Well done.
Oh, so that's what you are.
Is there a Gauntlet game we can play? Is that a thing that's available
Don't know.
on PC?
I don't know, mate. Never looked. I can't find any more edges and it's really irritating. I need an edge.
Edge. That reminds. Sorry, that's what's the game called? With Vince, Catherine. That's what it's called. There, just edge over and over again. That's what I think of. When someone says edge, that's what I think of.
Yeah, because literally every time you put something over to an edge, it just goes edge, and then that's it.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of early 2000s Edge and Christian entrance music.
Man, Skullgirls is going all right at the moment.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
switch it up.
Rhys was supposed to be doing Spyro, and he ain't really done a lot.
Whoa.
Jazz has been helping me on this one. I've noticed.
Yours
So-
is Spyro. Get with it.
I've just been doing everything. That doesn't mean-
Oh,
No,
right.
that was one of the things that I said when I said that I was going to agree to do this.
He's just going to sit there and chastise us for being bad without helping.
Yeah.
It's the perfect
I mean-
situation to be in.
I mean, I've played.
It
I've played
reminds
the
it,
remasters,
it,
you know.
it reminds me of a certain president.
We're
we
a
gonna date this?
non-political podcast.
That was never said.
Oh
Is
dear.
it here? Are you rotating 90 degrees?
It's alright, Rhys can edit it out, it's fine.
Yay.
That's never gonna happen.
He's not, yeah, he doesn't edit it.
Well,
Well, I mean, he does, but he doesn't do excessive editing.
I've recently played the Spire remaster. If we're going to talk.
Oh,
about
we're
it.
going on to Spyro now.
Yeah, let's
Might as
go
well
on
go
to
to
it,
Spyro.
son.
Fine
Yeah.
by me. I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
So-
do you want to talk about the remaster first, or do you want to talk about?
No, we'll talk about the remaster afterwards because
That's fine by me.
like if we're gonna go for remasters and that kind of ilk, when Crash came about and there was like an absolute, there's an outcry going, hang on, is this harder than it was before? I don't remember it being this hard.
No, it's just that we were kids and we didn't give enough of the toss.
Well, that and they put like later game mechanics in earlier game levels.
Oh,
All
yeah,
that
I remember
fun
them
stuff.
talking about that, yeah.
But anyway,
Well,
that
Maybe you
didn't happen
talked
this time.
about that.
That
So-
didn't happen this time.
Spyro was my choice.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So now you get to hear my lovely voice. So no need. No need. How
Nick,
very
Nick, you
dare
built yours too low.
Oh. It's not even me calling
That's
you
not
out.
fair.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. If we can move everything up one.
Can't, because that piece is wrong here. Oh, there's an extra piece.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I've just looked, that's all correct all the way down.
I got an extra piece.
So-
I couldn't get. There we go.
So yeah, Spyro.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, Ed.
yeah. So you should be.
No, I just meant for interrupting. I'm sorry for what I said.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. So Spyro was a classic platformer game. Introduced in '98, and I remember that I did get the first game, which I loved as a kid. My sister, however, did not. It was just something about dragons and breathing fire. She didn't. Nah. Just not a fan of that.
It's odd.
But yeah, so late '90s, I would have been 6.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was like, it's another one of these things like Crash. It was very much like my first introduction to triggering levels.
Platformers. Well, like when did you get Gex? Because you like really rated Gex for being.
I
like,
love
one
Gex,
of the- Yeah, did that come before? Or
but that
after?
was because it was really dumb humor that I didn't understand as a child. But I saw my dad laughing at it, and I was like, "Oh, this must be funny."
I don't
And
find
that-
it funny, but an adult finds it funny.
Yeah,
it must
so
be
it must
funny.
be funny. So having gone back and listened to some of the voice lines, yeah, now I see why. But yeah, Spyro, I remember playing pretty much all of it, and then they announced the remaster. I just still haven't got it yet. I just haven't got around to getting it, and I really should.
You really should. You really should.
Yeah.
I've played all of it.
Although I
I
didn't
think
play,
you're in a similar boat to me, aren't you?
I didn't play the spin-off Skylanders.
I didn't play that either because it's not.
Is it a spin-off? It's like a
Yes, it
completely
is.
different.
No, it actually is.
I thought it was like a completely different game.
Toys to Life spin-off Skylanders.
Yeah, but like you have like Venom in it and stuff, don't you? Like it's got all the Marvel people.
Yeah,
in it.
but obviously adapted and evolved after, didn't it?
Oh, I guess I just have no idea what it is, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, it basically that was spawned when Activision got the rights to Spyro,
What's all
And
this
then
just
just-
brown?
and then decided that they couldn't be bothered to actually make a Spyro game, so they went, we'll make something slightly different. But yeah, going back to my love of trigger-inducing games.
Do you have a love for trigger-inducing games?
I'm not
I
gonna lie,
mean-
a lot of them I really do like, but I know that I get pissed by it, so I shouldn't play them.
if we ever get big in the future or whatever,
Doesn't
and people
seem
start
likely.
watching, yeah, no, it doesn't. But if people start watching the back catalogue, they're going to come back to this and then look at some of the later stuff where Ed's just like absolutely raging his eyes
and
out.
then go, oh.
Now you understand.
Yeah.
Now we know.
But I mean, I'm sure it wasn't just me that loved Spyro. Surely not.
Nah, I still love Spyro. I played the remaster and fell in love again. It's great.
So to you, it's worth getting.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm so glad I got it.
Note to self.
Having not actually played the first ever Spyro and jumping into Spyro 2.
Didn't you?
No, I jumped into Spyro 2 and then I played with Big Steve for Spyro 3.
Mm.
And I because like poor family coming up like that, so I never had the chance to actually be able to get it. But now that I've actually like played all of them, Spyro 2 is still my favourite, by the way. Nobody's going to change that. But
What was Spyro
that was
released?
good.
Spyro
That's
2.
good.
Ripto's Rage.
Ripto's Rage, indeed. Although it was called something different.
Known in Europe and Australia as Gateway to Glimmer.
That's it.
Was a
Gateway
year
to
after.
Glimmer.
Gateway to Glimmer. Yeah.
That's an odd title. I quite like it, but it's
Which is
strange.
weird, really, because Glimmer is only one world in the entire game. It's not like it's based in Glimmer or anything.
Side note, developed by Insomniac.
Insomniac Games.
Yep. They were the original IP owners for Spyro.
Okay.
I can find out exactly how it goes.
Oh, this is a man's muscle.
So it went from Insomniac.
That's a weird
What
thing
did
to
you
shout
think
out.
that was? Anyway,
Sorry.
anyway, it went from Insomniac, they had it for 2 years, to
Yep.
Digital Eclipse. They had a year of nothing. They had it from 01 to 03. And then Equinox had it part way through that, as did Chet 6 Studios. Both of those had it in the time of Digital Eclipse, but I presume they were subsidiaries or something. Vicarious Visions then got it, then Eurocom, Amaze Entertainment, and then Toys for Bob in 2018.
Nice.
It's weird that Vicarious Visions had it, but then like there's somebody in between them having it and then Toys for Bob having it, even though Toys for Bob owns Vicarious Visions. I'm pretty sure. Or
No, there's
one of
two
those two.
different people in between Vicarious and Toys for Bob. There's Eurocom and Amaze Entertainment.
Hmm.
Who did Toys for Bob own? Now you see, you've got me looking.
Can I say, sorry, I'm doing a bit of this Streets of Rage. When did Axe have these really weird shoulder pads? I don't remember that.
really weird shoulder pad.
Right, no. Gaz, sorry to interrupt again.
It's his muscle, mate.
It actually isn't that it was Vicarious and Toys for Bob owned by one another. They're both owned by Activision at some point.
Ah, yeah.
And Activision became the publisher in 2018. And before that, it was Vivendi,
Ah, yes.
who also merged with Activision.
They're the
Noticing
ones that
a
are trying to
theme.
do a hostile takeover of what's it called?
Well, their successor is Activision Blizzard.
Ubisoft. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay then.
yeah. So Activision, who am I right in saying they make Crash? Or did make Crash?
I'm not the person.
Vicarious Visions did Crash.
Yeah, but they were owned by Activision. So the remaster must have been done by Activision.
Yeah, the remaster was published by Activision. I'm fairly
So
sure.
the two big games that I loved as kids are both published by Activision.
Yeah, pretty much.
God damn it! It's not like anyone's gonna see this. So
Oh, true.
Oh, what's wrong with liking games made by Activision?
can you name one that you like?
just like giggling to himself.
There's probably some which are alright. Well, I like a lot of Star Wars games. They're like mostly Activision.
You know I'm gonna check this, right?
Yeah, like there were LucasArts, Activision. I think Jedi Outcast 2 and 3 were both Activision. I like both of them. At least published by. That's what you mean.
No. I don't. Just let me work.
No one's talking.
Yeah,
Why?
telling people to shush.
I was telling myself to shush.
Because you were wrong. Am I right?
Well, they did the Tony Hawk series. No, I like those.
They did
Yeah,
do
I
the
like
Tony
those.
Hawk series.
They also did early Total War.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, learn something new every day.
You do.
Oh no.
What was that? What was that?
So the publishers. Sorry to go off Spyro.
No, it's fine. I'm fine with this.
Down the rabbit hole of Wikipedia.
There we go.
The publishers of Total War started off as EA, then went to Activision, and now they're Sega.
Right.
Wow.
Wow.
That's just the way it is.
Wowie.
Diddaloo,
Done 2
diddaloo,
pictures,
diddaloo.
yay. Now it's all green. Yeah.
Yeah. We did the easy ones first.
Now you have the difficult bit.
Ah.
So, Rhys, did you ever play Spyro?
I played the demo that came free with the PlayStation.
Oh, the
One.
PlayStation Mag.
Was it 1 or 2?
No, do you remember PlayStation Magazine?
It's
I
still
think
going,
so.
man. It's still going.
Is it really?
Yeah.
The
It don't
magazine's
come with
still
the demo
there.
disc no more, does it?
No.
Nah.
I remember how many demo discs you used to get. You get so many.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
remember like sorry?
Hold up, I think I've still got some.
Oh, I've still got them.
Do you remember those like have 100? I think these are all up one by the way.
Could be.
Oh, that's wrong.
As you were saying.
I think that goes there, but I think this is all off by. Oh no, it does just go
space.
there. I'm done. What's it saying? It's all. Oh,
I mean-
whatever.
Do you
Who's
remember
played
those 100 and then you stopped?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be a magazine, and it would be get 100 demos for PC games. It had Jedi Outcast too, that's why I bought it in the end. Because the demo was just you go in with a lightsaber and fight like a couple Sith with lightsabers, and it was so much fun. And I'd play that demo over and over and over and over again. It was like I think it was just called 100 games or something like that. And you just get a disc with 100 demos on it. Most of them are just pure trash, but like you get good
100
games on there as well.
Occasionally you come across something good.
Yeah.
demo.
I just remember the demo
Disc.
discs, the PlayStations. You used to get music videos on them as well.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
This is going to annoy me.
Are you do you want to talk about your game, Jasmondo?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine? Mine?
Yeah. Age of Mythology, yeah. Man. RTSs were quite a big part of my life in my early teens. and
Why are you
stuff.
shit at them
Huh?
Oh.
Have we even played an RTS together?
Sorry, I'm bringing what Wayne called my cancerous saltiness over.
Yes, that was a quote. That was a quote.
That if I ever meet him, I will slap him for.
Maybe next year. Maybe next.
Anyway, Age of Mythology.
Age of Mythology. So this pretty much kickstarted my interest and eventual research into some mythologies. Only a little bit, not too extravagant, but it was kind of fascinating to see how some ancient civilizations lived. Anyway,
What was that noise?
But-
Sorry.
as Rhys's snort.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know I did it.
But yeah, I actually played this game before, Age of Empires and that kind of thing. Even though they are pretty much the same game, they play.
It's part of the Age of Empires series.
Yeah, pretty much. But I did not play any Age of Empires before that. I just went straight into Age of Mythology since this was the only one that was that kind of intrigued me enough to play.
What's interesting is Snakes would land this game, and we'd play it online as well. None of us are very good, but it was one of the ones we just happened to play.
Yeah.
I'm not sure entirely why, because we all played Age of Empires, but we all chose to do this. I think we find the variation more interesting. So
Right.
the way Egyptians play being completely different to the way the Norse play It's
Yeah.
just a lot more entertaining. At least to us, it was.
That's
Because
all
like,
that matters.
yeah. I mean, did you? I'm guessing because from what I can remember, what we've talked about in the past. So tell me if I get this completely wrong, because
Sure.
it's my memory this is based on. But you mainly just did single player stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, because believe it or not, nobody else would even bother touching this type of game, or I don't think there was any sort of there may have been online multiplayer and stuff like that, but I wasn't really interested in the.
I mean, I wouldn't play online multiplayer with randos. I'd just play it with snakes.
I mean, like until I met like you guys, pretty much. I think that was when I found out that people may have actually owned this game other than me.
Who do you usually take if you're just doing a random match or whatever?
Oh, like for like the main guard and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm. I'm gonna have to try and remember now. Yeah. I either went Anubis or one of the Greek gods.
Not a
Zeus.
fan of the old Norse.
So not a fan of Odin then.
Because the way they get one of their resources is weird, and it didn't suit my playstyle. So.
Is that how you have to fight to get their
That's
stuff?
that's exactly it. Yeah.
See, that's why I liked them. That's
Well, again, that suits your playstyle. It doesn't suit mine.
That explains your playstyle in Total War 2.
what?
What you mean non-existent because I can't run it?
No. Nix.
Oh, Nick's on there.
What fight?
Yeah.
Actually,
you're
no,
right.
I'm more the fighter than you.
Yeah, I
are.
was gonna say, I definitely doesn't pan over. Don't know what you're talking about.
He's
Probably
just
doesn't
trying
know
to.
himself.
He's just trying to pass on his frustrations, really. That's all. Oh,
No, I'm not. I'm
I
not
don't
that
think that goes there.
All I know is in Total War My Economy. Ooh.
Move. Hey.
That was
Right
bad.
there.
Total War,
that was great to watch. By the way.
Trying to swap the pieces around, and it's like, nope, you're not doing that. Well, let me do that. And it's like, nope. You want to do that? No.
You were saying, Ed?
I can't remember now because I'm too busy watching these two idiots try and do the Spyro puzzle. And it's quite funny. Anyway, Age of Mythology. Back to it.
Back to it. The expansion I thought was actually quite good as well, to be honest with you. It's one of the few I would wholeheartedly recommend.
Which one? Because after it got re-released on Steam, they brought out another one.
Oh, I'm talking about the first one.
Oh, the
So,
Atlantean,
Titans.
the Atlantean Titans. Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanteans, Kronos, and all that nonsense. They had my favourite mythic unit, which was those robot men that repaired each other.
Oh, the automatons. Yeah.
Yeah, they're super legit. Just them and archers, just Muller. Early game at the very least. It's a lot of fun.
Well. They did do well.
No, I agree with this game a lot because I play like I enjoy this game quite a bit.
I can't say I've ever played it.
It's good. I'd say it's worth it just for the single player. To be honest with you, like
Yeah.
it is a super fun game. It's super old now, so the
It's
remake.
very
I
dated,
didn't.
yeah.
I'm not sure how the remake plays. Did you get it? I'm guessing.
What the one on Steam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have got it. I haven't played it yet because I was playing with you guys. We've never actually had enough time to go back to that. I mean, I have done now, but
Just
That
tell us to
happened.
bore off. Like,
I would never do that. I enjoy playing with you guys.
yeah, maybe you should.
maybe like if we're playing a competitive game and I get really pissed off or pissed off enough, then maybe I will.
Actually, that's one thing which I find interesting about playing with you guys because I never get pissed at games really. Like it's just not on my radar.
Worms.
I got pissed at the game, not at the playing of the game. I got annoyed. Actually, I wasn't even that annoyed because I just got a refund. And I was like, whatever. But
Did,
like, I never
did you
get.
refund it?
Yeah,
I didn't
I
know you
played less than-
refunded it.
yeah, less than 2 hours on it.
Oh no, well played. Well played.
We did it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never got annoyed actually, playing a game.
That's the reason why I like stop playing competitive games quite a lot. Is because I get quite salty. I know I do.
I'm sorry. I think it goes up here, by the way.
Ah, there's another wall there. I did not see
Yeah,
that wall
no,
there.
like my whole thing with saltiness is that I just get pissed at myself as opposed to the game. So I know that I've done something stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, Nick has heard me many a time on Titanfall. Oh, what the? And then realise, why the hell did I do that? You idiot. Or on Warhammer 2, or Warhammer 2, for instance.
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, you're never that bad, to be honest with you.
We talking about the same person?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know if you are.
One of these things is not like the other.
I feel like I'm being attacked here.
That shouldn't go.
I'm trying
I'm
to.
defending you.
Trying
Thanks,
to.
mate.
Get out of my slot.
Why are there 3 of you going? Where's
Get
the...
out of my slot.
Did you just call me a
Oh,
slut?
No!
Family show.
Damn.
I knew Ed would like that one.
Oh no! Did you just call me a slut?
I think
No,
you did.
dear.
Hold on, fact check.
Ah.
Is Nicholson?
Is Nick a slut?
I mean, sorry, mate, but it does say yes.
Ah, it can't be correct.
It's devastating. Devastating news.
There's a wall somewhere.
I'm trying to like find the origin of the word slut.
Oh no.
The derivation of the word slut. Try that.
Oh no. How many times have we said that word already?
What's wrong with the word slut?
Family channel?
Is it?
No, probably
Is
not.
No, the amount of time that I've been on here, no way.
That's what I'm thinking.
So just go there? No. What's this? This piece has to go somewhere.
Down there, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I did it.
Down there. Goes down there.
Great, congratulations, I guess.
Congratulations.
Oh, sorry, quick side note.
Oh,
there we
The
go.
word congratulations
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
is said amazingly in one game. Do you know what game I'm talking about immediately?
Would this happen? Well, there's a few games that do it amazingly, but I'm guessing you're talking about Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Or
Ghostbusters
is it a
is the one I was
different
thinking of. But I've just realised that there's another one which I love. So I even lied to you in that small bit I said just then.
Yes, that's not anything different. Or...
What game?
DOA, Dead or Alive. I think it's 3 or 4. Where when you complete the training, if you do all the combos, the woman voice goes like "Congratulations" like that.
Congratulations!
Yeah, it's terrible. I love it.
Of course you do. Why am I not surprised? Fuck's sake.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
I mean, it's got to go somewhere.
Just shove it in anywhere now.
There we go, got that one. That one.
Hey.
Hey!
Just shove it in anywhere.
Shove
Restart.
it in anywhere.
Title of Rhys' sex tape.
Shove it anywhere.
Ta-da!
Hey, well done, boys.
Hey! I think we got so off topic on all of these.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
Well, these are all good games. I'd say I've played 3 of these games, and I like all of them quite a lot. All the ones I played. The other one is on my
I
list.
played 2 of them.
You're right. I actually agree with Nick. I've played 3 of them. Not the same 3, but I've played 3 of them and I enjoyed them immensely.
I played 2, and
I played 1 in a
enjoyed
demo.
1. Yeah.
You played 1, Rhys.
I played 1 in the demo. Yeah. Yeah.
When we all come, if we're next to mine, we'll just all play Skullgirls. It's fine.
And get
Yeah,
dominated by you again.
Let's play the person who's the best at fighting games at a fighting game.
Yeah. He always says that quite a lot, doesn't he?
Street Fighter 3rd Strike. We're gonna play.
Nick, there's a
Tekken?
reason why people
Tekken
don't play
7?
fighting games with you.
They play. Jimmy played Soul Calibur, didn't
The click.
And got his ass handed to him.
he? He was all right. if I took my. If I took anyone I knew how to play, it was a bit of a domination, I admit. But if I took like someone I'd never played before, it was alright. It was alright.
Did you still win?
Occasionally, yeah. Like,
What are you talking about occasionally?
If I was playing with someone I haven't played as before, he won, like, I'd say 60% of the time. And if I was playing someone who I knew how to play as, I'd win 100% of the time. But he's alright. Yeah.
Just in these PodSaws, Jimmy gets roasted.
Anyway,
Yeah.
The point is, like, Nick's saying this, right, and you're laughing, but that actually happened. That is legit.
I can sense Rhys wanting us to wrap up.
yeah, I'm just trying to get my word in, trying to say, come on, let's get out of it.
No. We're just going to keep on talking now.
Remember to.
Well, thanks for watching PodSaw, episode 4. Don't forget to slap a like on it and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.
Slap a like on it. Ta.
Slap.
Excuse me?
What'd you call me?
What do you call all of us? He said it 3 times. And on that note, goodbye.